Previously on Some Jerk with a Camera. And now the spine-tingling conclusion! Number
5! The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man at Universal's Islands of Adventure. There's a time and a place for 3D, and that time and a place is theme park rides with second-person narratives that don't take place on spaceships. I mean, the idea is that you are there interacting with the story, so why wouldn't shit leap out at you? And why the hell would anything leap out at you at home? Do you want a house built on a cemetery? Anyway, the Spider-Man ride ingeniously combines a 3D movie, a motion simulator, and a dark ride to let you watch Spidey fight a bunch of bad guys up real close. Though his tactics are a bit questionable. With great power comes great... Who cares how many skyscrapers blow up? Those dozen tourists need to live!
Man, you shouldn't be happy. This is gonna be the most dangerous night of my life.
Mary Jane's taking me to see Turn Off the Dark. It's gonna suck!
Hi, I'm Some Jerk with a Camera. You know, some people think the life of a theme park reviewer is all fun and games. You go to a theme park, shoot some footage, no danger involved. Well, as we can all see from that previous clip, nothing could be further from the truth. I've seen too much, lived too much, and I know that sometimes, when you're right in the middle of your best take, some attention-starved, parasitic douchebag of the universe will think only of himself and ruin everything for us all. I think we can all agree that now that Bin Laden's been killed, this guy is the biggest threat to national security. Look at his face. Study it. Know it like you know your own. And if you should see this gentleman in public, please, kidnap him, tie him up in your basement, and let your family take turns disemboweling him. Get it all on videotape so we can see what it's really like to be on camera going like this. The first person to do this will win this beautiful picture of a PlayStation 3. It's up to you, my loyal minions. It's up to you. Peace out.
This message has been brought to you by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And now back to the review already in progress.
All I'm saying is if Hitler had been aborted, then Bob Hope never could have made Wait.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Now, of course, we all know about the huge flying elephant in the room concerning all of Universal's Marvel Island. All I'm saying is, you should ride this ride as soon as humanly possible. Its days aren't numbered yet, but you can never be too careful. Well, I say tit for tat. If Disney's gonna take Spider-Man, then Universal should kidnap the Hall of Presidents and force all 44 of them to fight to the death until only one emerges as the King of Presidents. My money's on Taft. Mickey's Philharmonic at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom.
Hey Internet, you know that Lion King show in Fantasyland that shouldn't be in Fantasyland because it's the Lion King and the Lion King shouldn't be in Fantasyland? Oh yeah, I hate that show. Me too, that's why we're replacing it with a 3D movie! Isn't there enough 3D in the parks? And it's gonna be filled with classic Disney characters! Why not something original? And smartest of all, it's gonna replicate some of the greatest animated musical moments of all time in CGI! Including one from The Lion King! What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with myself. In theory, this is a terrible idea, but in practice, it miraculously works really well. The animation is great, the transitions are clever, the smells are intoxicating, CGI Donald actually looks good, and CGI Ariel... I'm sorry. Seems I need to punch something.
She's an underage half-fish cartoon, you freak!
And for the voice of Donald, they used archival recordings of Clarence Ducky Nash himself whenever possible. I think that's really cool. It helps it feel more like classic Disney. This might not be the most expensive looking or technologically groundbreaking thing at the resort, but I don't think any Disney attraction has ever filled me with more sheer giddy joy. But did they have to call it Mickey's Philharmonic? Mickey's only in it for like 3 seconds. What, did he refuse to come out of his dressing room unless they put his name on the title?
Come on out, Mr. Mouse.
Shut up and get me a talking hooker!
There's no such thing as a talking hooker. Come on out.
Fuck off, bitch! I'm trying to snort some cheese!
Oh, now, Mr. Mouse, is that any way to talk in front of the children and adults with childlike minds?
Those fucking turd lickers can kiss my black ass!
Mr. Mouse! You see, folks, it's not my fault these videos have such excessive profanity. It's all the skewed standards of how these mice chat when they complain. I'm I'm so offended I think I'll blow up again. Let it go.
Let me tell you something about Florida.
You too!
Number 3!
Men in Black alien attack at Universal Studios, Florida.
All I'm saying is, if Bob Hope had quit.
Sometime in the late 90s and early 2000s, the pendulum shifted. It seemed Disney's new stuff was all shoddy, generic, or just transparently cheap, while all the cool new stuff was opening at Universal.
That's what happens when you fire everyone, Michael. They go to work for your enemy.
And Men in Black Alien Attack is about as cool as they come. It begins as a dead-on parody of all those dated futuristic attractions from the early days of Tomorrowland and Epcot.
We'll take care of you, we'll make it a fun day, even though you do have a 3-hour walking tour in front of you. Who's ready? Alright, we got one. Alright, I like that.
Universal loves fake-outs like that, but it's never been more effective than it is here.
Okay, that cue was pretty cool, but what about the ride itself? Nah, it's just a boring shooting gallery. Ah, well, too bad.
Hold your fire. Our shipment of alien bad guys has crash-landed smack dab in the middle of that battle.
I'll never doubt corporate America again! This ride is basically the same concept as Disney's Buzz Lightyear ride, but Men in Black blows it out of the water. It's got hundreds of unique animatronic aliens, not just 2D cardboard bullshit. Yeah, that's nice. You keep spinning around, I'll be shooting aliens. This ride is a way better sequel than the sequel. Ah! Kill him with fire! And perhaps most impressively, they got Will Smith. At the peak of his fame, they got Will Smith to appear in a ride! Disney couldn't get Tom Hanks, Kevin Spacey, or even Albert Brooks to reprise their roles in the parks, but Universal got Will Smith.
You know, it makes you wonder, who's the real king of theme parks? Who's really pulling their weight around Central Florida? Where does magic really... Disney! Of course it's Disney! Why wouldn't it be Disney? I'll make a Disney ride number 2.
Number 2!
Expedition Everest at Disney's Animal Kingdom. This ride is a miracle. A huge, thrilling spectacle with an original story not based on a movie, built at the tail end of the Eisner era. And not in Tokyo!
It's gonna disappear any minute now, I just know it.
And poof! And poof! And poof! Ah, damn it. It's exciting, it's surprising, it's heavily detailed, and it's genuinely terrifying. It's everything a theme park ride should be, a real work of art. Now, I know in California we have the Matterhorn, which has a similar storyline. You go up into a mountain, you meet a monster, and it's a roller coaster. I know it's historical as the only Disney coaster Walt ever got to ride, but it has not aged well. It bangs and bumps you around like a motherfucker, the seatbelt is a joke, and the monster looks like it was built in the 50s.
I will name him George, and I will hug him and pet him and squeeze him.
Everest is an improvement in every way.
I guess getting to the top of Everest isn't quite as hard as those Sherpa whiners always let on. What is a Sherpa whiner anyway? Someone who whines Sherpas, or... Oh, right, and the #1 attraction in Florida, but not California, is... Country Bear Jamboree! Look at the big dumb bears, they're so stupid. Elmo's got a thing on. Elmo's wearing a hat. Look at the big one, he's so stupid. These are all... Guys, I think I was just under the Imperious curse. Must have been one of those grand wizards they have down here in the south. Anyway, thank you very much, Professor Gruber, but, you know, the Country Bear Jamboree really isn't that bad.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying. I genuinely find the Country Bear Jamboree tolerable. And what's this, a perfectly innocent pineapple float? Why, thank you, Professor. Don't mind if I do. Anyway...
The #1 attraction in Florida, but not California, is Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey at Universal's Islands of Adventure!
You can't ban me for life! I've got footage of me inside you!
Double toilet
Yeah, you knew it all along, didn't you? The Wizarding World of Harry Potter has been one of the biggest game changers in theme park history, finally turning Universal Orlando into an international tourist destination.
Doesn't the fact that it's Universal make it international?
The architecture, the forced perspective, the gift shops, the food, the drinks, the decorations, the cool stuff in windows, even the restrooms have audio of Moaning Myrtle, which is really creepy, but I appreciate the effort. And of course, the ride. And its queue, which is quite an attraction itself. Forbidden Journey isn't just a ride, it's every ride. It uses unique robot arm ride technology to be both a dark ride and a motion simulator, with the intensity of a roller coaster and the smooth efficiency of the Haunted Mansion. It's a one-of-a-kind, cutting-edge experience that raises the bar higher than a fat guy trying to squeeze into the seat. Okay, who wrote that?
Not cool. You know, I'm too fat to go on the Dragon Challenge coaster, and I'm almost too fat for Forbidden Journey. I just barely made it. I didn't think I'd be able to at first. I had a panic attack. I think I ate a couple people, but don't worry, I forgive myself. You know, it's kind of disgusting how many rides at Universal have those kinds of test seats. And it's not just a fat thing. Huge muscular dudes can't ride this ride either, probably. Don't homunculoids and fat sacks of crap deserve their thrills too? It's not like they're short, like you, and furthermore, I mean, Hagrid couldn't ride this thing, but Voldemort could no problem. Is that the kind of Wizarding World you want to live in? I am taking a stand for this, because stop that music, this is serious!
You see, this is the first time in history that the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry has been open to Muggles.
Okay, well that never happened in the books, so this must take place after the books, right?
And Professor Dumbledore has allowed us to tour the entire school.
So it takes place after the books, but Dumbledore's in it. Awkward. Well, maybe I just know too much about the Potterverse. Oh, hello, video clip. Ow! You stabbed me!
Ron, yeah? Ron, yeah? Who's the world's most wanted man? That prisoner. Prisoner. Who escaped from Azkaban. Sirius Black.
That's right, I'm the one who did that stupid Sir Mix-a-Lot parody about Sirius Black 7 years ago. Who wants to remember me? Anyone? Come on! Walter, let Malfoy kick an old school or it's detention. It was funny. It was... Shut up.
Wait a minute, that's it? That can't be the whole countdown. I haven't even mentioned any of this cool stuff. Or any of this stuff, which is bigger and I think better than its West Coast equivalents. That's the one nice thing about Central Florida. There's nothing else to do, so the parks are huge. Now, I don't know if they're better per capita than the West Coast parks. I mean, there's certainly lots of wasted space. But there's also more cool, unique theme park stuff than anywhere else in the world. If you can afford it, get on a damn plane and visit once in a while. So until next time...
You know how stupid Floridians are? This stupid. Yeah! Yeah!
Okay, that's it.
That gun isn't real!
Neither are you.
Touche, jerk. Touche.
Pleasure working with you. And now, as at the end of every episode, I must snap my finger and magically appear on California Screamin'. In California. This is the biggest leap I've ever done, so in case I don't make it, until next time, I'm some jerk with a camera. Damn it! I went the wrong way!
Do you wanna do, trip around the stately homes of England? Do you wanna do, a trip around the stately homes of England?
And in his lordship's mansion, here the guests are renting. Sponges on the slate, cast them to their fate, restore the birch and pass the claret. John's been down on his luck lately, been sleeping in a doorway. They stopped his benefit, he had to beg a bit.
Such is life in pleasant England.
Wait a minute. Have I been wearing this shirt all week?
So, since I made that video, Test Track got a futuristic makeover, which I can't judge because I haven't ridden it yet. The Spider-Man ride got a sweet upgrade, which I have ridden, it is awesome. And Maelstrom has closed down entirely to make way for a Frozen ride.
Let it go.
Also, Universal's Terminator 2 3D is still open in Florida, but it closed in Hollywood, and it definitely would have made the list if it had done so earlier. And yes, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is being built at Universal Hollywood, but until it officially opens in 2016, it's still technically Florida only.
Plus, like I said, some of my opinions have shifted a little, so here for your consideration is my updated Top 11 Florida Attractions Not in California countdown. Thanks for watching.
Orlando.
I like a good tushy, da-da-da-da-da-da, round and fun. You bounce things off it, what?